Hello, beautiful YouTubers. I want to tell you the exciting news. I finished the Make a Kit Monday. It took me all week of working diligently, like 2 or 3 layouts a day. And I think one day I did 5. So I was jamming. I think I got a total of 20 layouts, but we'll count. And just real quick, we'll go through some of the stuff I have left. And I used some of this, but not a whole lot. Let's see, I used a couple of these scraps that I had just punched out randomly, but very little. Just the squares, not the, what do you call it, Polaroids. The colors just didn't match. I still had these left over. This is just a printable. I don't really care for it that much. I should probably pitch it. I did not use these wood veneers. These were just in my extras that I was playing around with the Martha Stewart punch. Didn't use those. Letter stickers. I used quite a bit. Now, I didn't realize I pulled so many, but yes, I had. I used a bunch of the chalk ones that I got at I believe it was Joann's. I didn't use very many of these. I didn't use any of the basic gray. I used a few of those, just a few of those. I used all of these words, which I was excited about. I used a couple of those, a few. Again, mostly I used the chalk stickers. Those colors worked really well. And I used some of the little Studio Calico, the translucent. I don't think I used any of the large Project Life cards. I think I only used a couple of those, 2 of these, 2 buttons, only a couple of these. I think I used 2 of these, 3 of these. Almost all my tags. I just have 1 tag left, and I think I started with 5, if I'm correct. This was just an extra, and so was this that I did not use. Out of the set of 6, I used all but this one. Oop. I used all of my Travel Girl tidbits except for this one. I used a bunch of the little Jelly Bean Soup and My Mind's Eye and Kelly Perky. In fact, I used so many of these that I completely finished those off so they get to go in the trash. And I used all of these, so they get to go in the trash. I was excited about that. I used a bunch of my little cutouts, my little flag tags. I think I used 3 of these, only 1 of these, about a third of the Amy Tan Plus 1 ephemera. I wasn't really excited about having Urban Traveler again. It came in a kit and I had already purchased it and used it on a Vegas trip, but I managed to use almost all of it. This is the chipboard, so that turned out great. I was not able to use much of the Maggie Holmes crepe paper. I think I only used a few pieces. I used a bunch of these. This was brand new. Well, a bunch, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, this is the most exciting part. This is all the paper I have left. This is the largest sheet, and I think it's about 8 by 10. And everything else is basically these little teeny tiny scraps. And, oh, and this one. And I'm just going to keep the big ones, and I'm going to pitch the rest because, quite frankly, after 20 layouts of using mainly this, I'm just kind of over it. So, I'm ready to move on. I was unable to figure out what to do with these. I don't care for the colors at all, so I'm pitching it. I was so proud of myself on this. And you'll notice when I show the layouts how many banners I used. I kind of went banner crazy, but you know, that's what they're for, I guess. I used all of them, every one. And this is the basic gray Hey You. I used almost all of these. I had about, I guess, 60% left. I used all of these. This is the Prima Junkyard Findings, the little light bulbs. I was shocked at how easy those went on boy pages. So if you have those and you like boy pages or mixed media, those are the ticket. This is all I have left of this little cutout, and I don't care for that. I'm probably going to keep this one. Let's see, I used a couple of the Finley. I thought I'd use more, but I used about 4 stickers. I used a few of these, but didn't end up using the lettering. Oh no, wait, I did. I think I did use these. I must have, because they're missing. So not much. And this is what's left of the collection pack of paper. Nothing. Nothing. Completely gone. I tried to use this up. I think I only used a circle and maybe a couple of letters. But I didn't have much left other than that. I used some of the letters here and a couple of stickers, like 3 or 4. I managed to use one of these in its entirety, and I tried to use the green. I think I ended up pulling it off and pitching it. And that's really old, and I'm kind of over it. I used a bunch of the Hello Forever by Studio Calico. These colors went great with the Hey Boy collection. I used a couple of the tags and that red border that I had originally thought I would use. I only used a couple of the October Afternoon Ephemera Travel Girl Pack. I used, now on this one is the So Fun Banners by Travel Girl. I mainly, let's see, I used, I think 1, 2 full banners, and then I mainly just punched the colors I wanted out. So I used about half of this one and half of this one. So I got good use of that. I did not end up using this template or this one. I did use this one and got a ton of compliments on it. I did not end up using this. This is my only piece of cardstock left. And I did have to pull in, I think, 2 other cardstocks. I used a bunch of this washi. I mainly used this spray. Oh, I used some of this washi. Let's see. I used mainly the Lindsay Stamp Gang, Bit of Bubble, the Baseboard Plain Jane by Tattered Angels, the Glimmer Glaze in orange and green. Well, it's probably a carrot and parsley, actually. Ton of those. Let's see. I'm so proud of myself. I used almost all my buttons that were in this. And I used a ton of my wood veneers. So, I mean, looking at it, it's kind of pointless to go through it, but I did use a ton of it. Wood veneers, there's so many, you know, it's not going to look like a huge difference. Stamps, I used this one, this one, this one, this one. Oh, I used a bunch of this one. The Scraptastic, I Found a Boy. I used a couple of these. I didn't end up, I think I pulled that for something else actually. That was just on my desk. I did not use these. I did not use these. I did not use these. Again, that was just pulled on my desk. Let's see, so was that. And then I used several of these. So I think I used about 50% of my stamps that I pulled. And now I will share my layouts. So, la la la. Here is a bunch of them. Now 3 of them were missing, and I apologize, but it was my friend's birthday. And, oh, I'm sorry, I missed this one. I used a ton of this stamp, and mainly this ink, the Cup of Joe. Okay, so I know I'm scattered. Let's see. 3 of my layouts are not here because it was my friend's birthday, and we went out to a honky-tonk, and if you knew me, you'd think that was kind of funny. So the boyfriend, he got me into country music. So now I've got all these friends that live in the country, and they're like, yay, finally. So we had fun there. But I had made her 3 of these layouts out of this kit and gave them to her to start her scrapbook. So I don't have those to share, but this is one that I made for another girlfriend, and I've been meaning to scrapbook her son, so I thought that turned out really pretty. She can just fill in the date, but there's those banners I talked about, a couple of the wood veneers, a mix. Now I did pull in these letters because, and these letters, and I think that's it, because of color. I didn't have the right color. This, I love doing this one. This one turned out, I love it, love it, love it. It's very simple. Now, this is white ink that I did end up pulling, and it's the permanent, I'll show it to you, it's in my little drawer here. It is Liquitex, and it's a permanent ink. And it had the big dropper, but I guess I've let it set too long, or I need to warm it up or something, because it's kind of gunky, and I don't know, it's dry, but it's kind of textured looking. It's weird. So I love how it turned out. Just, I was down on my scraps. I did use some of those clips that were in the kit originally. This is a silhouette die cut that I watercolored, and this is a silhouette die cut that I watercolored. And I love, 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 love how this turned out. I just watercolored the background. I have a process video on it. Love that one. This one, not my fave, but I was getting down to very little 12 by 12, and I don't know, I just struggled with that color. This is actually, I pulled this from a really old, it's Club Scrap, if anyone remembers that. The original scrapbook kit people. But my girlfriend likes it, and that's what counts, and this is her son, so it's going to her. This one turned out really fun. I got a ton of compliments on it, and I used that template and did have to pull a couple of letters and used everything from the kit. This one I love. I thought it turned out super cute. This is a silhouette die cut, and so is this. I think everything else is from the kit. Love how that one turned out. This one, let's see, yep, everything is from the kit on this one. And love how it turned out. More neutrals and just kind of plain. There's those letters, I wasn't sure if I'd use them, but there they are. Love this one. And I'm going to mail it off to, this is a different girlfriend, Hillary, and her son. So I thought I'd do more baby pages, and the one that I sent off, the 3 that I sent off are of a baby, and they are the cutest ones I made. So you'll have to look on my Instagram at True Lane in order to see those, but they turned out cute. And everything on this page is from the kit. Now this is, if you watch my videos, when I did some Thanksgiving ones, I did end up having to pull a few things because of course it was Thanksgiving and I needed those. This I've had in my stash forever. Oh, I think I just lost something. Yeah, I guess I will have to glue that on. I wish I knew where it went. Anyway, I did pull this and this flare, and I'll have to do that later. I did pull the border punch, which I ended up using a couple of border punches that I hadn't planned on. Let's see what else. I pulled this. This was just sitting on my desk. I pulled this flare, and these were thankful project cards, so I used those. These are actually metal. How cool is that? I wish I knew where I think I got these at the Waxahachie store. They had a little bin with little trinkets in it, and I got a fork, knife, and spoon. It worked out perfect. So that one I kind of cheated on, but everything else is from the kit. This one is also from the kit. Trying to decide if I pulled anything extra for it. I know I pulled the die from My Favorite Things for the hexagon, and this is also a repetition request. One of the things I got most was shapes, and so I took my little scraps and I die cut the hexagons like crazy, and then I used the background paper that was hexagon in the kit, and I even cut around it in order to just add some interest and texture. And I did pull this cardstock from my stash, but everything else is from the kit. This one, let's see, I did pull a stamp set for Thanksgiving. This is another one it was Thanksgiving, so I cheated a little bit. This stamp is Lawn Fawn, and I love it. I pulled this. You know, this came in the Studio Calico kit. Pulled those. Look, that's my daughter's belly from Thanksgiving. Ha ha ha. It says Mom's food. And then these little wood veneers were part of the kit, and I just inked them with Memento Luxe. Oh, look, this is loose too. I gotta fix it. How weird. Okay, usually I stick things down to the nines. If you watch me, I use scrappy tape and just make sure everything's super secure. So that's weird, stuff is falling off. This one I really liked. I did end up getting into my Freckled Fawn kit for a couple of these little clips, but everything, let's see. Yeah, I think everything else is from the kit. Yes. Again, Thanksgiving, so pulled a couple of, well, no, not that. Let's see, I pulled, I think just these letters and these letters. Yep, everything else is from the kit. This one is a silhouette die cut that I sprayed with Lindsay Stamp Gang and the Bit of Bubbly. I got a little ink on his cheek, so I'm not thrilled about that. These were just left over. These were on my desk and just sitting out. I tried to stamp here and then emboss, but it didn't show up, so I covered it up with this sticker. And I pulled this twine because it matched so much better. And so everything else is from the kit. Little hearts and stamps. Love those. This one I thought turned out adorable. I ended up sewing, I did pull some thread and I ended up sewing this. Love it. I want to buy more. I don't like that it took me a little time, but you know, I guess that's the price you pay for art. And I think, oh, I did pull this. I just got this in, and I thought it'd be perfect. This one particular item was on the Modern Miss Bow Bunny chipboard sheet, and so I pulled it. And everything else is from the kit. Oop. Okay, this one, of course, I used the little light bulbs. So that turned out cute. It says you and me. Haha. Let's see, everything else is from the kit. I like that one. And last but not least, I did end up using this one particular chip from the Studio Calico that I struggled with the colors on, that I'm going to pitch. And then this I had just laying on my desk, but it was actually part of the wood veneers I pulled, so I figured it counted. I had inked it with some spun sugar distress ink. Oh, I did end up pulling this. And everything else is from the kit. So, let's see. Let's get a count. So 3 of them I gave away, and then I have one. Well, let's start at 3. 3. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So, oh wait, 18 and 19. So not quite 20, but 19. Hey, I'm excited. I guess I lost count. So that's it. And next month I will do another, and I hope you can play along with me. I've got a couple of the process videos in queue that I'm working on. I'm uploading one right now, and I'm an addict. So thanks for watching my madness, and I'll see you soon. Bye.